Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at TE Picks on Twitter, ready to break down the Thursday slate. We got 14 games to go over, a ton of games tonight, and some really good spots that I like. Before we get to that, we will take a look back at what happened on the last show there on a Tuesday. No show yesterday, 2 games. And I completely passed on the slate. It was nice to see the Wild win another game, but they lost Marco Rossi, and the Wild's injuries continue to pile up yesterday. Looking at Tuesday's slate here, the same game parlay with Stützle and Brady Tkachuk unfortunately lost. Cole Caulfield did not score. He only got one shot on goal, which was a little bit upsetting. Expected better from him against the Ottawa Senators. Lane Hudson did not get a point, and Tom Wilson did not. Sorry, Lane Hudson did not get an assist. He scored, and Tom Wilson didn't get an assist. He scored. But John Carlson got our assist for us. The St. Louis Blues, one of my premium play, cashed St. Louis Blues money line, and then Jake Neighbors over half a point, plus 130 cashed. He continues to roll for the St. Louis Blues. We'll jump into the standings and take a look at where teams are currently at this moment. The Florida Panthers in first with 85, tied with Toronto, also with 85. They've got the exact same record, 41, 24, and 3. 2 points behind is the Tampa Bay Lightning with 83 points. In the Metro, the Washington Capitals in first with 98. 12 points ahead of Carolina with 86. New Jersey Devils in third with 80 points. In the wildcard spots, Ottawa in the first spot with 77. Montreal Canadiens in a playoff spot with 73. The Rangers with 72. The Islanders and the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Detroit Red Wings all with 70. Boston with 69. Pittsburgh with 66. Philly with 64. And the Sabres with 60 points. The Sabres probably, they could pass Philly and maybe not finish last. So maybe that is a goal for the Sabres here in the last stretch. The Winnipeg Jets in first with 98 points. Dallas with 89. The Colorado Avalanche with 85. In the Pacific, Vegas with 86. Edmonton with 84. And the LA Kings with 81. In the top wildcard spot, Minnesota with 83, 8 points ahead of Vancouver with 75, who is also tied with the St. Louis Blues with 75. 2 points behind Calgary with 73. Utah with 71. Anaheim with 66. Seattle with 65. And the bottom three of the Western Conference. Quiet chat so far today. Interesting. Okay. That's totally fine, though. If you guys like the show, make sure, because we got a big slate, so we'll jump right into it. If you guys like the show, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support. Jumping right into the first game here, the Colorado Avalanche and the Ottawa Senators. Colorado around minus 120. Road favorites. The Ottawa Senators plus 100 home dogs. Total of 6 here. Minus 115 for the over, minus 105 for the under in this one. And I noticed this game early on yesterday when I was doing my capping. I noticed something about this game. Colorado obviously lost last night 2-1 in Toronto. The Avalanche had 39 shots on goal last night. But we're only able to score once in the 2-1 loss. I expect a little bit of a pissed off Colorado team here on the second night of a back-to-back against this Ottawa team. Looking at previous meetings between these teams, it's been one-sided. Colorado 8-0-1 in the last 9. The last 7 meetings have all gone over 6.5. And 6 of the last 7 meetings between the teams have gone over 8.5. This Ottawa Senators team, they've gone over 6.5 in 7 of their last 9 games. One of the two games that didn't go over finished with 6 goals. So was a push. Give me the over 6 here in this game. The Senators team is an over team right now. As I said, past history between these teams is heavy towards the over. Colorado kind of up and down when it comes to totals recently, but after last night, I really think either we get a deflated Colorado team on the second night of a back-to-back here, and the Ottawa Senators can score at will, or we get a back-and-forth game here, and we see a high-scoring game. I really want to take the Senators here, but with Colorado losing yesterday, as I said, I expect them to be pissed off here tonight. I could see Colorado continuing their dominance against the Sens, but as I said, I love the over 6 here in this one. For the Avalanche, give me Valeri Nichushkin anytime goal here in this game. He has scored in 3 consecutive games for Colorado. 0.3 unit play on him to score, which I got for plus 210 here tonight. And then for the Senators, give me Claude Giroux over half a point, which he's done 5 consecutive games. Obviously on that top line, I got him for plus 114. And then give me Dylan Cousins over half a point, plus 110. He's got a 0.5 of 6. Rocking and rolling with Batherson and David Perron. So I'll take Cousins. 0.5 of his 6 games since being traded away from Buffalo. Not pulling the trigger on Michael Amadio, but obviously he's scored in 3 of his last 4 games on the third line there with Stützle. So really, you've got depth throughout the lineup right now, scoring for this Ottawa Senators team. Amadio is plus 600 at FanDuel and plus 600 at Bet365 to score. So a very nice price on Amadio. I probably should add him, but at this moment I haven't. The Leafs and Panthers have the same record. We are at the time of the year where we have to look at reg wins. Yeah, that is the most important number with these tight races, and Florida has 2 more. Very true. Very true. If there's a tie, then there would be, obviously that would matter a lot. Greetings, Terry. Hey, Subaru, how's it going? Afternoon, Terry. Hey, Brewski. Sup, Terry? Hi, Olaf. How's it going? Sends money line and Chucky goal. Sounds good to me. I hope they score a lot. Perron point. All right. Terry Nader. Hi, Pesky Sloth. How's it going? And Cousins, a.k.a. The Well. Yeah, he's been great. So I'll back him here. And obviously he's having success with Batherson, who he plays with, who, as you can see here on the screen, 4-game point streak for him, 5 of his last 6 against Colorado. So he's had a lot of success against Colorado. Perron's playing well also. So really lots of players you could go with for the Senators. Also, the Senators had their winning streak broken. So both of these teams, I think, are going to be pissed off, ready to play. I think we get goals galore here. Interesting. Yes, interesting. We will go on to game 2, which is between the Calgary Flames and the New Jersey Devils. Here in this one, of course, as I always do, I didn't mention goalies for the last game. So we'll rewind here for a second. Linus Ullmark confirmed for Ottawa. Nobody had confirmed for the Avalanche, but with Blackwood, too many woods for Colorado. With Blackwood starting yesterday, it should be Wedgwood here on the second night of a back-to-back. For this game, Dustin Wolf is already confirmed for the Flames, and Jacob Markstrom confirmed for the Devils. So obviously Dustin Wolf, the goalie of the future for the Flames, and Jacob Markstrom is the goalie of the past for the Flames. So Some revenge factor here for Markstrom, I'm sure. Wants to have a very good game here in this one. Mackenzie Weegar, an assistant, 6 of 8. Huberdeau, a point, 3 of 4. Those are the Calgary Flames players to look at. And then for the Devils, Bratt obviously has been playing very well, playing with Cody Glass, who's playing very well with his new team, the New Jersey Devils, a point, 4 or 5. And then you've got Nico Hischier and Timo Meier together. They're playing great. Also, Hischier, 4-game point streak, 5 of 6 against Calgary. Timo Meier's on a goal streak for the Devils. Ultimately, personally, I decided to pass in this game, but I like those 4 Devils players. Cody Glass is great value with him to get a point here. Timo Meier, Hischier are playing very well, so you could look at those guys. Ultimately, looking here, I do think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I'm not pulling the trigger on the minus 130 and the under, but I do think this could be the boring 2-1, 2-0, 1-0 type of game tonight. So I'm going to stay away from props here in this one. What's up, Terry? Let's cash tonight, man. As I usually do, let's go. Yes, that is the plan. I really like today's slate. Ruckus time. Yeah, maybe boring time. I'm kidding. Hi, Terry. Hey, Timothy. How's it going? Has Markstrom played his old team yet, or is this the first time? I don't have a 4-star answer for you, but I'm pretty sure that he has. But I'm not sure. Under of the year, I think so. So I'll just stay away. Stop, Gio. How's it going? Hope all is well. Huge card tonight. Yes. A lot of games tonight. So you are going to hear some passes from me. There's some games I really like specifically that I'm targeting, and then the other ones that I'm passing on today's slate. On to our next one. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Rangers. The Leafs around plus 110. Road dogs. The Rangers minus 130. Home favorites. A total of 5.5 here. In this one, Igor Shesterkin confirmed for the Rangers. It should be Anthony Stolarz here starting for the Leafs on the second night of a back-to-back. Looking at this one here, Matthews is starting to score again. 3 consecutive games with a goal. Nylander's played very well against the Rangers. For the Rangers, Panarin, he's had a lot of success against Toronto, as has JT Miller. Will Cooley, he has a point 4 consecutive games. Ultimately, for me, I'm passing on this one. I don't like the way Toronto's been playing. Obviously, they did get the win yesterday, but I don't like what I've seen from them. And I don't like what I've seen from the Rangers in their last 2 games either. I can't back them as a minus 130 favorite. I'm not taking Toronto as a dog. Looking at the screen here, seeing a 5.5 with how many players are producing right now. Maybe this is an over, but ultimately, this game is a pass. As I said, you're going to hear the word pass from me tonight, but it is what it is. Markstrom lost 3-0 earlier this season. Perfect. I figured, Jonathan, you would be able to get those stats for us. I figured. The trends say under with Jersey, Calgary. Markstrom has been awful. Concerns me. Awesome. I'm great to pass. I'm happy to pass. No 20 bet Terry today, eh? Kidding? No, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 bets. So we're not doing too bad, but no, not 20. Pretty close though. Under 5.5, I could see it. Zibanejad has 4 goals in the last 6 games he's faced Leafs netminder Stolarz. Won this season, plus 220. Anytime goal. I like it. Good luck. And Hal, thanks, Jonathan, for that stat. On to our next game here. Don't worry, I do have plays coming. Florida Panthers, but sadly not in this game. Minus 190. Road favorites. The Columbus Blue Jackets, plus 160. Home dogs, a total of 6 here in this game. And bear with me for a second as we check and see if we've got goalies here in this one. Merzlikins confirmed and Sergei Bobrovsky confirmed for the Panthers. And this Columbus Blue Jackets team, they played so well this season compared to what we all kind of thought how their season would go. Dean Evason's really got the best out of the guys. A lot of injuries, too, for Columbus this season, but they've really overcome them. 29-4 at home. They've been fantastic at home this year. Now, looking at recent games, they did score in their last game when they lost 2-1, but back-to-back 4-0 losses before that. This Columbus Blue Jackets team really struggling offensively their last 3 games, all at home too. Meanwhile, Florida comes in here. They lost 4-2 against Islanders in their last game, 3-1 to Toronto, 3-1 to Montreal before that. This is the 5th game of a road trip for the Panthers. They're 1-3 so far. They got a 3-2 win against the Leafs. They've lost their other 3 games. When I look at this game here, I can see Columbus finally getting it going here. Columbus, they completely outshot the Devils there in their last game. And I could see this Columbus Blue Jackets team finally getting going. But then again, Florida Panthers are a very difficult opponent here. When it comes to the side, I'm definitely not backing Florida at this price. Columbus, I don't trust them here. Nick Earl might be right. We might be finally seeing regression for the Blue Jackets. A total of 6. Well, I don't want to get involved with the total here. Obviously, this looks like an under, of course. But I do believe this Columbus Blue Jackets team is going to get their offense back eventually. It's just a matter of when. So, Maki Samoskevich, Sam Bennett for Florida. If you want Florida props, I would look at those 2 guys as we have in the past. But ultimately, this game is a pass. But I do have plays here in our next game, so don't worry. Philadelphia Flyers plus 210 road dogs. The Washington Capitals minus 260 home favorites. Total of 5.5. Here in this game. Charlie Lindgren confirmed for the Capitals. Nobody yet confirmed for the Philadelphia Flyers. I'll do a quick refresh just to make sure. Yeah, no one confirmed yet for the Flyers. And the Capitals kind of back doing Capitals things. Winning games 4-1, beating opponents pretty handily in recent games. 4-1 against Detroit in their last game, 5-1 against San Jose before that. They did have that 3-0 in LA, 3-0 loss in LA, but 7-4 win against Anaheim, 4-2 win against Seattle before that. So they've been rocking and rolling. The Flyers are on the other side. Well, they've been shut out in back-to-back games. 2-0 in Tampa, 5-0 at home against Carolina. They've lost 4 of their last 5. So things not really going well for the Flyers right now. Now heading here to Washington, a team that just been so consistent all year long. I like Washington to win this game. If you want to take the money line as a parlay piece, if you want to look at the puck line, I think you could do that as well here in this one. Now, the issue with player props at this moment with the Capitals is they did change their lines there in the last game, and we don't exactly know. I'll see if we have any news on lines or if it still is projected from last game. But yeah, last game projected. So we don't have any lines here. Of course, we did see Ovechkin with Strome and Wilson for so long. But in the last game, it was Ovechkin with Pierre-Luc Dubois and Protas, and then McMichael, Strome, and Wilson on the second line. So if you are doing any kind of same game parlays, or if you're trying to mix and match here, it's a little bit difficult not knowing exactly what we're going to see from the lines. For me, my first play is John Carlson over half an assist, which I got for plus 120 here at Bet365. As you can see, Carlson, an assist in 5 of 6. He's making us money again, like he did earlier on in his 7, 8, 9 game streak, whatever it was earlier in the season, with assists. We'll take him here. Luckily, with Carlson being the defenseman, obviously, he can play on any line, basically. He can play with any of these guys at any moment. So I like Carlson assist. And then, obviously, everyone's talking about Ovi scoring goals right now, which is the case. But if Strome is not on the line with Alex Ovechkin, which he wasn't to finish the last game, we're seeing Dylan Strome shoot the puck and score goals recently, a goal in 4 or 5 for Strome. He's had a lot of success against Philadelphia. So give me a 0.3 unit play on Strome, anytime goal here in this one, which I got for, bear with me for a second, plus 210. Plus 210 here in this one. And then, so Carlson assist and Dylan Strome anytime goal. And that's it here for player props in this one. It's tough not knowing the lines to do any kind of parlays or anything here with this one. Bear with me. The Gaudreau-inspired effect been big there too. Yeah, of course. Wife showed up, dad skated practices. Yeah, it's definitely had a huge effect on the team this year. So obviously, I'm rooting for them to get the last spot. But then again, if they don't, there's some good teams playing around them right now. So is Marchand playing for Florida yet? No, not that I've seen. I've not seen that his debut is coming yet. Wilson goal and 2 points. All right. Brewski likes Tom Wilson to show up here tonight. We'll move on along to our next game. The Vancouver Canucks plus 120. The St. Louis Blues minus 140. Total of 5.5 here in this one. And I'm going to start right there with that total, 5.5. I did not get the plus 125. I got plus 102 yesterday, last night. Now we're seeing plus 125 here with the over 5.5. And I get it. This Vancouver Canucks team, they've really been an under team for a big portion of the season this year. However, they've won 3 of their last 4. And obviously the Blues here, they've won 3 in a row. So both these teams, obviously these teams tied for the last wildcard spot. So both these teams are in a race to make the playoffs right now. Both of these teams are scoring goals. The Canucks have scored at least 4 in 3 of their last 4 games. 4 of their last 5 have gone over 5.5. And then St. Louis, they've won 3 in a row, as I said, and they've gone over 5.5 in 3 of their last 4 games. So both teams going over right now. The last 3 meetings between the teams both went over 6.5. The last 3 meetings between the teams, including both meetings this year, went over 6.5. So 2 teams trending towards the over right now, 2 teams that have trended towards the over in the past. And we're seeing the 5.5 at plus 125. As I said, I've got the plus 102. I liked it at plus 102. I really like it at plus 125 here. For the Canucks, obviously Quinn Hughes producing right now. Elias Pettersson has been great. Give me Pius Suter, anytime goal here in this one, which I got for plus 450 for Suter to score. He's done it in 3 of his last 4 games. He's got the scoring touch for the Canucks right now. We'll take him here against Jordan Binnington. Give me Jake Neighbors over 0.5 point. Why is Jake Neighbors over 0.5 point still plus money? Why did I get plus 115 on Neighbors' point? He's on that top line with Robert Thomas. The St. Louis Blues team playing really well right now. Obviously, Thomas, as you can see, multi-point games in 3 of his last 4 against the Canucks. Again, helps towards the over and helps Jake Neighbors here. I do not think Jake Neighbors should be plus money to get a point right now. I think that's a little bit crazy here. And then when you look at the second line, Dylan Holloway's on the second line, obviously. And then Justin Falk on the second D pair, Cam Fowler on the top D pair. Both of those guys are producing a lot right now. So instead of choosing everybody, obviously Pia Suter, anytime goal, as I said. Jake Neighbors over half a point, and then I did take Justin Falk over half a point, plus 140 for Falk to get a point. He's done in 5 of his last 6, and I just think that's a great price for him in this game. So this game, I'm hoping we see the over. Obviously, seeing a plus 125 for the over 5.5 is a little bit scary, but I think we get goals here. I do. There we go. Played McMichael plus 260 and assists, plus 210 leads, caps, and scoring versus the Flyers this season. All right, so we could see a big game for McMichael. Mishkov, 3 goals versus the Caps this season, plus 290. I would love to see Mishkov score. I need 3 more points from him this season. I need 3 more points from him the whole rest of the season. So I'm hoping he hasn't got one in a while, at least 5 or more games. So hoping that tonight is the night. On to our next game. We've got the Montreal Canadiens and the New York Islanders here in this one. The Islanders minus 130, home favorites. The Habs plus 110. Road Dogs, a total of 5.5 here. Obviously, minus 125 for the over, plus 105 for the under here in this one. Looking at starting goalies here. Let me do a quick refresh. As we check and see. And the last game, which I, of course, forgot to mention. Bennington confirmed. Nobody yet confirmed for the Canucks yet. Here in this one, Montembeault against Ilya Sorokin. No big surprise there. Here in this one. The Canadiens coming off that big win against the Ottawa Senators there in their last game. Fortunately, Cole Caulfield wasn't able to score. 6 goals for the Habs, but Caulfield was unable to score. The New York Islanders have won back-to-back games, but player prop-wise, consistency, nobody for the Islanders. Looking at the previous meetings between these two, the last 3 meetings have all gone to overtime. And both meetings this year have gone to overtime. The home team has won both meetings. This one's a little bit tricky here. I love the price in the Habs. This Islanders team is still in the race, technically, even though I don't really see them being there. And then again, the Canadiens are off a big win. But I don't think they come in here and take the Islanders lightly. Really, I should be on the draw in this game. I'm not, but I probably should be. As I said, 3 consecutive games going overtime. So we could see a close game here between these teams. What's with this line? Go Habs. Yeah, maybe because the Islanders are at home. They've won back-to-back games here. We've seen the Habs as a dog a lot this year. And then obviously the Habs, a lot of their winning they've done recently has been at home. So there's that. But on to our next one. The Anaheim Ducks plus 145. The Nashville Predators minus 170. Total 6 here in this one. The Nashville Predators should not be minus 170 favorites. I'm not going to continue to beat a dead horse on that. You guys know how I feel about the Preds this season. But I don't really want to take the Ducks, though. Obviously, the Ducks don't really have anything to play for here. Gibson confirmed for the Ducks. Justus Annunen confirmed likely for the Preds. And Gibson has been out with injury. Now he's returning. How is he going to look? I don't know. So I can't get involved with the side or total here. Player props, I am passing. However, Leo Carlson, I know he's plus money to get a point. He's been consistent for the Ducks. McTavish has had success against Nashville, as has Zegras. So there are some guys to look at here in this game. But ultimately did not get to this one. Thailanders. Yeah, I think so. Which would help both teams in the playoff race. And although the Islanders probably don't want Montreal to get a point here in this game, if you're looking at it. So the Islanders would probably really like a regulation win, but it's not all about what teams want here. Tampa Bay Lightning, plus 100. Dallas Stars, minus 120. Total of 6 here in this one. And do I have to check goaltenders? Oh, what a surprise. Andre Vasilevsky's confirmed for this game. Who saw that coming? But Casey DeSmith, he is confirmed for Dallas, which is a little bit of a surprise there. Auditors struggled a little bit. DeSmith was great in his last game against the Canucks, so maybe that's why he will get the start here against Tampa Bay. Offensively for Tampa Bay right now, well, there's Brandon Hagel, but didn't get a point in his last game. He's got a point in 4 of 6. He's the most consistent Tampa Bay Lightning player right now. Obviously, I'm not taking his point prop, which you can't bet at the price it is. And Dallas, not really rolling on all cylinders recently when it comes to winning games, losing games. But when you look at the players on the sheet here, we've got one for Tampa that's kind of producing, and then we've got 2 lines that are producing for Dallas right now. 3 if you include Johnston. But Robertson, Hintz, Rantanen's been kind of off and on again, but Robertson, Hintz doing very well. And heating up is Duchesne and Marchment, who are with Mikael Granlund. Duchesne and Marchment both on point streaks. Then you've got Wyatt Johnston, who is on the third line. He's on a streak, and he's also on a big home streak. Shout out to Ryan Robinson, one of the Robinson brothers, who let me know about that. I believe it's a 10-game home point streak for Johnston. Bear with me for a second. 15-game home point streak. 15-game home point streak. So look for Johnston to get involved. And then obviously the top 2 lines. I really lean with Dallas here. But did not pull the trigger here. Back-to-back games for the Isles, down 2-0, and they win 4-2. Can't beat the Isles, but they have beaten Montreal 4 straight at home. Yes. Wyatt goal. I could see it. Probably a good play for the Stars. But on to our next game. The LA Kings minus 270 road favorites. The Blackhawks plus 220 home dogs. Total 5.5 here in this one. And this game being a 5.5 really makes a lot of sense if you look at the screen here. No one yet confirmed for the Blackhawks. Darcy Kuemper confirmed for the LA Kings. And Kuemper, back-to-back shutouts. Then the last game against the Wild. His former team, and Kuemper hasn't really done that well against the Wild historically. But he gave up 2 goals on 21 shots, so didn't play horribly in that one. He's been great for the LA Kings recently. 22, 9, and 7, 2.16 goals against average, 917 save percentage for Kuemper. I think the Kings win this, obviously on the second, on trying to bounce back after the loss against the Wild, but minus 270 road favorites. I'm not taking the Kings in the puck line. I've got no interest on doing that. But I will go back to Quinton Byfield. He didn't score in the last game, but we'll go back to him here. Plus 280, 0.3 unit play, plus 280 for Quinton Byfield to score here. Great price with him still, and obviously 6 of his last 7 games he's scored. So I'll take him here in this one. Donato has been hot for the Hawks and has success against LA. So if you wanted Blackhawks props. Our next game, Winnipeg Jets and the Edmonton Oilers. Winnipeg plus 110, road dogs. Sorry, I'm used to saying favorites when I talk about the Jets. Edmonton Oilers minus 130 home favorites, a total 6 here in this one. This game's interesting. Obviously, Winnipeg off a loss against the Canucks, but obviously not a pretty loss either. So we should see the Jets coming into this game a little pissed off. Obviously, they lost. Bear with me for a second as I try to get it. There we go. 6-2 against the Canucks there in the last game, which broke their 3-game win streak. The Oilers are on a 3-game win streak. 2-1 against the Islanders, 3-1 against the Rangers, and 7-1 against the Utah Hockey Club. So the Oilers, 3 games in a row, and they've allowed 1 goal each game. This one is really tough. This one is really tough for me. I could see Edmonton winning. I could see Winnipeg winning. I could see the under, but I could see the over as well. So ultimately, nothing when it comes to the side or total. Player props. Nemestikov's been doing well. Matthias Ekholm's been doing well. I'm not sure the prices with them, but obviously the other 4 guys you can't bet single props on. So Leon Draisaitl did not get a point in his last game, which is rare. So we should see a good game from Draisaitl. Ultimately, I do have to pass here in this one. Oh, would you look at that? Brewski says that Draisaitl is out. Draisaitl is out. I did not know that. Was it announced recently? Ta-da! I did not know. I did not see that somehow. There we go. Oh, he's doubtful to play. Okay, so he is doubtful to play against Winnipeg, which is not great news for Edmonton. That's a big loss. Jets are 21-7 versus teams with winning records. Ooh, so Jets off an embarrassing loss, facing the Oilers, who probably won't have Draisaitl. But this Oilers team is playing well and not giving up much goals. So, again, as I said, this one is a toughie, and that's why I'm passing on this one. Maybe that could be a good draw spot. Again, the one we just saw. Buffalo Sabres plus 150, road dogs. The Utah Hockey Club minus 180, home favorites. A total of 6 here in this one. I should have mentioned Stuart Skinner confirmed for Edmonton. No one yet confirmed for Winnipeg. It should be Hellebuck, I would assume. Karel Vejmelka likely here for Utah. Nobody yet announced for Buffalo. If I was going to be playing something here in this game, it would be Ryan McLeod. Over half a point. He's got a point in 5 of his last 6 games. He's been playing well. He had a hot streak there earlier on in the season for the Sabres, and now he's heating up again, plus 132 to get a point for McLeod. So didn't quite make my card, but a great play if you wanted to play here on this one. I would take Ryan McLeod over half a point. Bowen Byram has been playing well also for the Sabres recently. When it comes to the side, I don't think Utah should be minus 180 home favorites here with how they played recently, but I don't want to take the Sabres either. So fortunately, another pass here. Leon injured his hand the last game. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Well, yeah, if it's day-to-day, then that means it shouldn't be serious, but that would be a big loss for the Oilers with the season Draisaitl's had. So hopefully he gets better soon. Let's go Sabres. I could see it all off. I could see them winning here. But we'll continue on along to our next one, the Boston Bruins and the Vegas Golden Knights. Boston plus 235, road dogs. Vegas minus 290, home favorites, a total of 5.5 in this one. For the Boston Bruins, no big surprise, David Pastrnak. Obviously, the star player for the Bruins for a few years now at least. And now one of the only stars remaining on the Bruins. So that's obviously why we're seeing the price as it is here. Aiden Hill confirmed for Vegas. No one yet confirmed for Boston in this one. I don't have any interest in Vegas at this price. Jack Eichel, a point and 3 in a row against his hometown team. I can expect a good performance from Eichel tonight. Stone's been heating up. He's done very well against Boston. Dorofeyev, a point 4 or 5. He's doing well also. Ultimately, I didn't get to anything. I do have a play in our last game, so don't worry. 14 plays, but 14 games. Unfortunately, they couldn't be all spread out here. But I would look at Jack Eichel to have a good game here. I think we see a good game. Eichel, Stone, I could parlay them together maybe in this one, but ultimately a pass here. In our final game, Carolina Hurricanes minus 360, road favorites. The San Jose Sharks plus 280, home dogs. Total of 6 here in the final game of the night. And Frederik Andersen unconfirmed for the Hurricanes. Georgi Romanov confirmed for the San Jose Sharks. Romanov will be making his first NHL start here in this game. It does look like he played a little bit of a game at some point, but this will be his first career start. And against the Hurricanes, which I'm not really a team that I'd want to face on my first career start, but because obviously Carolina shoots the puck a lot, so he's going to face some pucks here in this game, Romanov. So we'll see how he does. Obviously, that's a wild card, having a rookie goalie making his first start. But the San Jose is the team of the rookies. Obviously, they have a lot of young players. For me here in this one, give me Will Smith over half a point here. 0.8 of his last 10 games for the Sharks, plus 114 to get a point at FanDuel. I like that price for Smith. So I'll take Will Smith to get a point. I would look at Roslovic for the Hurricanes, 0.3 of 4 and 5 of 6 against San Jose. So he's had some success against San Jose, but I'm assuming that props for Carolina being a minus 360 favorite probably aren't too good. We'll take a look here. Roslovic, you can get at plus 128 to get a point here. So that could be a good look. Plus 128. Obviously, San Jose, first game for their rookie, they're going to want to play well in front of him. However, the Sharks are a young team, and they're not known for the best defensive defenseman in the league. That's for sure. So I could see Carolina shooting the puck a lot. I would look at Jack Roslovic. I ultimately have only got to Will Smith over half a point here. Hurdle at home. Okay. Eichel 2+ points. I could see it, Joffrey. I think he has a good game against his hometown team. Hurdle leads the team in goals at home. There we go. Okay. There you go, Brewski. Plus 180. Stone over half assist, plus 105. I like it. Jackson Blake back on the top line. Okay. Plus 190 for over half an assist. All right. Sounds good. OwnersBox Fantasy. Sign up for OwnersBox Fantasy. Use code TEPICS. Obviously, 3 different types of games you can play with: player picks, salary cap, and lightning lineups. I will once again have a team going in the salary cap, which I'll be getting to after the show. So go and sign up for OwnersBox Fantasy. Go head-to-head with me in the salary cap tournament. It's the $10 one at the top of the screen. For an NHL side, of course. Cap Protect plays, I've got 2 sides I did not give out on today's show. Full unit sides. Did give out my 2 full unit totals. But my 2 sides available on Cap Protect. Link is in the description below. And if you guys liked the show, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support, guys. 1 game tomorrow. So unfortunately, no show. And I know a little bit frustrating that I haven't been doing shows every day, but tomorrow is Columbus against Pittsburgh. That's it. So unfortunately, there will not be a show tomorrow. But we will have one, obviously, for Saturday's slate. So most likely I'll end up doing that tomorrow night also, as I was doing before. Joe Free likes Hurdle to score at home as well. That's what he does, for sure. There you go. Best luck to everyone tonight, and we will see you guys back here most likely tomorrow night for Saturday's slate. Best of luck tonight, everyone.